Prime Video's ad tier got stingier. Y'all, heads up, Prime Video peeps in the US. Those pesky ads that started showing up in January? They ain't the only change. If you don't cough up an extra $2.99 a month, you also lose the fancy Dolby Vision and Atmos sound that makes your shows feel like a movie theater. Talk about a buzzkill. Nobody knows exactly why Amazon pulled this move. Maybe they're trying to save money on fancy sound licenses, or maybe they're pushing their own version of Dolby HDR10+. Whatever the reason, it's confusing and frustrating, especially since Amazon didn't exactly shout it from the rooftops. Here's the deal. With ads, you're stuck with basic picture quality and sound, even though the app might try to trick you into thinking you're getting the good stuff. Not cool, Amazon. This whole situation feels like a flashback to cable TV, with its hidden fees and confusing tiers. Streaming was supposed to be better than that. Hopefully, Amazon hears the grumbling and makes things clearer, or maybe even brings back the good stuff for free users. Until then, keep an eye out for those sneaky ads and don't be fooled by the fancy-sounding app info. Forget boring updates, iOS 18 is aiming big. But what makes it the biggest ever? Buckle up, because there are two hot takes. 1. AI smarts. Some folks say Apple's secret weapon is Apple GPT, an AI that'll make your iPhone think like a genius. Imagine Siri finally understanding your jokes. 2. UI makeover. Others whisper about a whole new look, inspired by the spacey Vision OS of Apple's fancy AR headset. Think floating menus and rounder icons, a total trip. Now, hold your horses. This Vision OS thing might freak some iPhone fans out. Change is hard. Yo, but hear me out. Remember that cool floating menu in iMessage? Kinda like Vision OS, right? Apple's AR glasses are coming someday, and they'll probably use a similar UI. So, iOS 18 might be getting ready for the future. Sure, this info might be a little shaky, thanks, rumor mill, but it makes sense. Even if iOS 18 doesn't transform into a sci-fi movie overnight, a Vision OS-inspired UI is probably coming down the line. After all, those AR glasses gotta have a familiar face, right? So, AI smarts or UI revamp? The jury's still out, but one thing's for sure. iOS 18 is shaping up to be an exciting ride. Stay tuned, Tech Fam. Whoa, hold on to your graphics cards, gamers. Microsoft might be cooking up some magic for Windows 11 that could boost your game's looks and performance. Forget squinting at blurry textures. This new, automatic super resolution thingy sounds fancy, right? Could use AI to make your game smoother and sharper, kind of like Nvidia's DLSS tech. Now, it's still under wraps, so we don't know all the details yet. Will it need special hardware? What kind of games will work with it? We're still in the rumor mill stage. But hey, even if it's not quite DLSS's twin, it's a sign that Microsoft is thinking about gamers and wants to make their experience better. On top of that, Microsoft's working on sprucing up color management in Windows 11, especially for those fancy new HDR monitors. No more fiddling with confusing settings. They're making it easier to switch color profiles and get the most out of your display. Basically, Microsoft's saying say goodbye to washed-out colors, hello vibrant awesomeness. So, buckle up, PC gamers. Smoother visuals, better colors, and maybe even some AI-powered magic. The future of Windows 11 gaming is looking pretty sweet. Now, let's just wait for Microsoft to officially spill the beans and see what they have in store. Xbox is feeling the heat. Their latest consoles aren't selling as hot as Sony's PS5, and their super cool Game Pass subscription isn't growing as fast as they'd hoped. So, what's a gaming giant to do? Here's the juicy rumor. Microsoft might bring some of their exclusive games, like Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves, to their arch-rivals' turf, the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. This could be a game-changer, literally, reaching way more gamers and raking in more dough. But it's also a risky move, potentially confusing fans and weakening the Xbox brand. Why the switch up, pun intended? Microsoft bought a bunch of game studios, like Bethesda, the makers of Starfield, and needs to make that investment pay off. They're also trying to launch a mobile Xbox store, but Apple's being a bit stingy. So, putting their games on more platforms seems like a plan B to reach more gamers and make that sweet, sweet cash. But what about Xbox consoles? Are they toast? Microsoft says no way. They're still committed to their hardware, even though rumors of an Xbox handheld are swirling. They gotta calm down worried fans who fear their digital game libraries will become useless if Xbox ditches its consoles. The bottom line. Xbox is trying new things to boost its gaming biz, And putting their games on other consoles is a bold move. It could be a win-win, but it also has risks. We'll have to wait and see what Microsoft's next move is. But one thing's for sure, the gaming world is going to be watching closely.